Hey all, welcome to the first day of bonus content for the EP release. I hope you're enjoying the whole record. Today I'm going to be talking about Yellow Lines, which you've probably heard at this point. I've posted, acoustic video on Facebook, and I think it's on Instagram as well. Yeah, so you can go and watch that. But Yellow Lines was a really special song for me to write. It was actually one of the last songs, if not the last song. I can't remember if I wrote Anywhere in the World or that one last, but to give you the background, I was moving from Boston to California with my little family, my wife Danielle and my baby girl Alice. And Alice was very young at the time, I think just around a year. Yeah, just around a year when we left. But I was making a huge choice. I was deciding whether I was going to go do musical theater in New York, just go and work my butt off to get into auditions and do that, or if I was going to work my butt off songwriting. And I decided to do that, and LA seemed like the right fit for me. I know there's songwriting in New York too, but I had family in Los Angeles area, so Orange County, and so I found an apartment halfway between Orange County and LA, and now I teach voice lessons in Orange County, and I go up to LA and do songwriting, co-writing stuff. So just kind of making it work out here. But there was a lot of uncertainty at the beginning of the year, and I live next to an airport, by the way. Okay, there it goes. So, yeah, I had a lot of uncertainty at that time, but it was great because I knew I wanted to write songs, and I knew I wanted to be with my little family, which has been great. So I ended up driving all the way there in my beat-up Honda Civic, where my wife and Alice flew across to my in-laws in Idaho. So I drove across the United States from Boston to Idaho, went to some really cool sites, saw Chicago, Minneapolis, New York. I visited some stuff, and I went to Niagara Falls and Mount Rushmore. There's like so many cool things that I went and saw on the way. Made it a real road trip for myself. And Yellow Lines is kind of about that experience. I actually wrote Yellow Lines in part on the road. I was in Montana driving through the last home stretch to Idaho, and that yellow, yellow, yellow lines. I don't know if the melody came then, but I started using that yellow lines in traffic lights. That line at least was written while I was driving. Not seeing many traffic lights, being honest, because it's Montana and there was just country for miles. I was just on the highway. But yeah, those lines started being written, and I got to Idaho and finished the song. And it's funny because I had written, 30 songs or so, maybe 20 something songs at that point, that I was debating which ones to put on the record. And I could only put 6 on this record coming up. So to write a song in those last few weeks and be like, oh, this needs to be the first song on the album was kind of interesting. So yeah, I really like this song. It's near and dear to my heart. And I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been really fun too to add that like Southern California rock kind of sound to it. Just like pop punk production. It's not usually the style of music I write in, but it was just a blast to do it, and it's just so much fun to play. And so yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the other content on the site today, and I'll see you tomorrow.